was probably just a fox.
Derek, it wasn't a fox. There was someone following me.
But I thought you said you didn't actually see anyone.
But I know there's someone there. It's been happening for a few days now.
What has?
Someone keeps watching me. I just keep feeling their eyes on me.
Come on, darling, don't let's get carried away. Oh, we'll have to restock for tomorrow. Can you get down to the off-licence?
You'll have to give me some money.
Oh, tell her to put it on the account.
Derek, they won't put it on the account. We're way over the limit. They've written to us twice already.
Okay, I'll give you a check. We are a little overwrought, aren't we?
Not hungry?
No.
How's your dad?
He says he's coping.
It'll take him a while to get used to being on his own.
Yeah, I thought I might pop over there later this week. Give him a hand sorting out Mum's things.
Well, I'll drive you if you like.
No, it's all right. It's probably better if I go by myself.
Thought we might go to the pictures this week.
Take my mind off things.
No, I just fancy going, that's all.
Okay. Whatever you want.
Oh, here you go. What about this bloke? A pure and chaste life. Sounds like me.
Oh, yeah? You reckon? No, not here. Oh, stop! Cut it out! Oh, starting the crows. You frightened me.
You should talk. You're making enough noise to waken the dead.
Morning, Claude.
Oh, I mean,
Everything all right?
I don't know. You better ask Romeo and Juliet here.
Well, we were just taking a look around the graves. Len's ancestors came from around here, so we're trying to put together a family tree.
Ah, what was the name?
Len and Julie Wilcox.
Oh, I don't know any Wilcoxes in Aidensfield.
Oh, would have been a long time ago. Mate, you haven't seen any gravestones with the name Wilcox on them, have you?
Me, I'm paid to cut the grass, not read the epitaphs.
Have you tried any other graveyards?
Oh, are there others round here?
Oh, yes. Look, why don't you have a word with the vicar first, and he might let you have a look at the register of marriages and deaths. That could save you some time.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Good luck.
Four 479, hello? Hello?
Two jam donuts, please.
What can I get you?
Oh, a cup of tea.
Tea. Anything else?
Well, I'm not quite sure. Perhaps a biscuit.
We don't do biscuits. We've got pies, tarts, donuts, cream buns, sausage rolls, no biscuits. Sorry.
Two jam donuts, when you've got a minute, please, Mary.
Oh, I think I'll have a jam donut too. How much is that?
4p.
How much? Oh, I'm sorry. So sorry. It's just that everything is so expensive now.
Two jam donuts, please.
You pay when you leave, you don't pay now.
Oh, yes, I see. Thank you. Sorry.
Two jam donuts.
Well, has this man threatened you at all?
No.
Was he trying to talk to you?
Well, I haven't actually seen him. Not yet.
Well, that does make things a bit difficult, Mrs. Lightfoot.
But I know he's there. Oh, why does everyone find it so hard to understand?
Well, it's just if we had a little bit more to go on.
Look, forget it. I'm sorry for wasting your time. It's probably just my imagination.
Sorry,
Yes.
What have you got there, Ventus?
Levenses, Sarge.
Your Levenses finished 5 minutes ago by my watch.
So, Where you off to after Aidensfield, then?
Well, Len's got this huge, great trip planned.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're going all over Europe. Paris, then Rome, then down to Saint-Tropez, Monaco. We're staying in all the top hotels, aren't we, Len?
Yeah.
Must be costing you a few, Bob.
Well, Len's business is doing real well back home. Why'd you think I married him?
Sometimes I think that is the only reason you married me.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think I can change that.
All right. How about a traveller's check?
I'll tell you what, we'll put it on your bill, eh? Settle up when you leave.
Rightio. Thanks a lot.
OK.
How you been getting on? Any luck finding your relatives' graves?
Not as yet, mate, but it's early days.
Yeah, because I was wondering, probably what you could do with, is somebody to show you about a bit. Somebody with a bit of expert local knowledge.
Well, we weren't really looking to hire a guide.
I wouldn't want paying. It's what we English call helping out.
Well, if you don't mind, mate, that'd be real nice of you.
Well, get me while you got me, because I'm doing note this afternoon.
Derek? Derek? Are you there? Derek?
I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls walk out, just in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my nights go. I see a line of cars and they're all painted black, with flowers and my love both never to come back. I see people turn their heads, but quickly they look away. And I really want, baby, he'll drive the house every day. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. Yeah, maybe I will fade away. I'm not in the best of things. It's not easy facing them with no hometown winning flag.
Len, take a look at this.
So don't.
Julie? Julie, over here, I found one, look. Ethel Wilcox. Hey!
Oh, look, there's others, Len.
Oh, blow me down, the whole family's here.
Better get these written down for the family tree.
Hey, why don't we go inside the church and read the marriage register? It'll probably give you a lot more names.
I can't bear the thought of someone going through my things.
Are you sure it's just the scarves that are missing?
Can't see anything else.
They're definitely here this morning.
Yes. I was trying to decide which one to wear.
Can you describe them?
Well, they were both silk. One was blue with a gold pattern and the other was red with a white background. But why should anyone want to steal my scarves?
There you go, Jules. Patrick Wilcox, that's Ethel's oldest son, married Joan Frump in 1811.
Married who, did you say?
Joan Frump.
You gotta be joking.
What's the matter, Claude?
Well, you can't have.
Why not?
Well, a lot of my father's family were Frumps.
You mean?
We must be related. Well, it's simple, really. The way it works out is that my auntie's mother's cousin is your father's uncle's third cousin.
So what does that make us?
Cousins, I suppose, once or twice removed, you know. But anyway, why don't we sit down? I'll show you how it all works out. All right.
What are you up to, Claude?
I'm not up to anything. These happen to be long-lost Australian relatives.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Now, don't make something out of it. Just keep it out, all right? Helen, I know what I didn't ask you. What do you actually do in Australia?
Oh, all sorts, mate. Land, property, import, export.
Really? Well, you picked the right place here, you know, because the potential is marvellous.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, anybody who's got a few bob to spare, I mean, it's wide open for investments.
The trouble is, Claude, how would I keep an eye on things from 12,000 miles away?
Well, that's the beauty, isn't it? I mean, I could manage it for you.
You?
Yeah, I mean, all Len's got to do is put up a bit of money.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Len's a real tough fella to do business with.
Well, I think I could learn to live with that.
It might interfere with our newfound relationship.
Well, I don't see why. I mean, it'd still be a family business, wouldn't it? I mean, if I had a few bob to spare, I'd keep it in the family and look after my own.
Sorry, mate. I'm keeping my money where I can see it. Down under.
Well, if you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Ladies and gentlemen, used to be the harbinger of bad news, but last two are mine, I believe.
I don't think so. Sorry about that.
The girls ready to go. Refills all round, and how about some coffee down here? Yes, please.
There's someone in the garden, look!
Oh, come on, darling, your eyes are playing tricks on me.
Oh, please, Derek, have a look. Go on.
Crikey, there is someone. What the devil?
Now, will you believe me?
I'll phone the police.
So neither of you can identify this man?
Well, it was all so quick. It was just a blur. I looked up and I saw someone and he'd gone.
And then when I got to the window, he was at the far end of the lawn and, well, could have been anyone.
Nothing, Sarge.
Well, not even footprints.
Couldn't see any.
These things keep happening. First someone starts following me, then we get broken into, and then this.
Could it be the same man, Sergeant?
It has to be.
Well, I think we should keep an open mind for the moment, sir, but it's worth taking precautions.
See? They think he's dangerous.
Darling, why don't you go and look after our guests? They're probably wondering what the devil's going on. Sergeant, do you think it could be someone with, well, an unhealthy interest in Jean?
Well, it's a possibility, sir, but we can't be sure of anything yet.
Well, it's turning her into a nervous wreck. I want him caught, Sergeant. We can't put up with much more of this.
Don't worry about supper for me tonight, Arlene. I'm taking Jo to the pictures.
Oh, good. How is she?
Well, it's hard to say. She doesn't seem to want a shoulder to cry on. Well, not mine, anyway.
People deal with grief in different ways, Nick. She's still very shocked.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Give her time. She'll be all right.
Yeah, I hope so. Hey. See you, Trouble.
You just try and enjoy yourselves tonight.
Bye, then.
Bye-bye, Daddy.
Oh, Ritzy.
Hanging around here. This is private property. You've no right to frighten me like that.
Sorry. I'm really very sorry. If you just let me explain.
This
all I
woman was
trying
outside
to
my
do,
back
I just
door
wanted
hanging
to-
around.
I'm sorry. Yes, I should have come to the front door, not the back door. It's so silly. One forgets.
Would you mind telling me what you're calling about?
It's a social call. It doesn't matter. It's not important. I'm an old friend of Derek's.
You know my husband?
Just thought I'd drop in on him.
Surprise him.
Derek's at work.
Yes, so silly of me. Wasn't thinking straight. I'll come back another time.
Excuse me. What's that in your handbag?
In my bag? Oh, nothing. It's just odds and ends.
If you wouldn't mind, please.
Those are my scarves. What on earth are you doing with them?
To think, after all that, it was you they were related to.
What a family they turned out to be and all.
I think Julie was hoping for someone a bit more, well, upper class.
I'm sorry if I disappointed her.
She's a right snob, really, for an Australian.
You reckon?
Yeah. I reckon she was secretly hoping for someone like Lord Ashfordley. Still, you can't choose your relatives.
Really?
Derek will explain. Derek will explain everything. He'll sort things out.
So you were a friend of his?
Oh, more than a friend. We were very close. You could say I was an old flame.
His wife thinks someone's been spying on her recently.
Me? Why would I do that?
Have you made phone calls to the house?
Yes. Yes, I did make one or two. I did so want to get in touch.
And did you get in touch?
Just kept losing my nerve. I know I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have kept hanging up like that. I just wanted to speak to her. To see what sort of woman Derek married.
What about these, headscarves? How exactly did he come by those?
The headscarves, yes. When I went to the house yesterday, the door was open. I went in. I know I was snooping. But I saw the scarves. They were just the sort of thing Derek would have bought for me.
So you took them?
But that's why I went back today, is to give them back. And to apologize. You're not going to lock me up, are you?
You see, the thing is, Len, because of all the excitement, I forgot to tell you about the other side of the family.
The other side?
Yeah, I've done a diagram. Look, yeah. If you like to have a look at that, it's self-explanatory.
Well, what's this?
What?
All these lords and ladies.
Yeah, well, that's what I was telling you about. There is a bit of aristocratic blood in the family.
You're having us on, Claude. You've been on the sauce or something, mate.
No, it's all down there. And you, young lady, you've married yourself into an old English family that's got a very fine pedigree.
I need a drink.
Now, hang on, Len. Your mum did say she thought we were related to aristocracy.
Our family? I must have been born on the wrong side of the blanket.
Listen, why don't you come round to the house for a cup of tea and then I can tell you all about it, because I want to show you some things that have been handed down through the generations, you know, heirlooms.
Heirlooms? Oh, maybe we should have a look.
Yeah, all right.
Mr. Lightfoot, Sarge.
Hello, Derek. It's been a long time.
Sorry.
This is Miss Williamson, sir. She tells us you two know each other. Can you confirm that?
No, I've never seen her before.
Derek, it's me, Susan. Oh, for goodness sake, you're not going to tell me you've forgotten.
I'm very sorry, but I think you must have me confused with someone else.
It would have been quite a long time ago, sir.
21 years. No, 22. Have I really changed so much? Lost my looks?
You're sure you've never met?
I'm positive. I've never seen her before.
If it was just a brief friendship.
But it wasn't. We were going out together. We were engaged to be married. Derek, you must remember.
Rowan.
Derek. Wait, please.
Sorry about that, sir.
No, not at all. I wish I could help. She seems very confused.
Maybe it's his memory. Yes. He will remember.
Well, clearly one of you is mistaken, Miss Williamson. Right now, we'll need your permanent address.
Yes, my permanent address.
Yes.
Let me see. It's the Grange, School Lane, Litchett, Matravers.
I will know in a day or two if this will be taken any further.
But I'm not a criminal. Please. I've explained. I was going to take the scarves back.
Well, it won't be my decision, Miss Williamson. It'll be up to divisional headquarters.
Oh, but you could have a word with them, couldn't you? Explain everything.
All the circumstances will be in my report. And then the law will just have to take its course.
Hello? Hello? Who is this? Miss Williamson, please, just leave us alone.
Hello, Maggie. Is Jo ready?
No, she's not here.
Where's she gone?
She's gone to York to help her father pack up some of her mum's things.
Oh, yeah, we were supposed to go to the pictures. Did she say anything?
No, but, well, she's probably forgotten.
Yeah, she's got a lot on her mind at the moment. Well, tell her I'll call round and see her tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Right, thanks, Maggie.
Bye.
How many times did it happen?
3 or 4. I took the phone off the hook in the end.
It's her again. It's got to be.
Are you sure you've never met this woman, Derek?
Darling, I've never seen her before in my life.
Then why would she say she knew you?
Because she's not right in the head. Can't you understand, darling? This is probably exactly what she wants. To cause trouble between us. I'm going to phone the police. I've had enough of this.
These things I'll offer around the family. And those things can go to the nearly new shop.
Yes, thanks.
No, not that one. I like that one.
Maybe we should leave the rest for now. It's okay, Dad. Let's do this another time.
I miss her, Jo. I don't mind telling you, I really miss her.
Me too.
It all happened so quickly. I still can't get used to it. She was ill and then suddenly she's gone. I know your mother liked to speak her mind. You had your differences and she wasn't easy, but deep down...
I know, Dad. I know. Look, why don't I come over at the weekend and cook you a proper Sunday roast?
Well, afraid the old man can't take care of himself. I'm not that helpless, you know.
Dad, I want to.
Do you? OK. Bring Nick. It'd be nice to see him.
Sure. Oh, blast.
Come on.
Nothing, it doesn't matter.
What?
Oh, we were supposed to be going to pictures tonight, that's all.
Oh, you should be out with him. Shouldn't be here wasting your time on me.
Miss Williamson?
Yes?
A visit for you. Constable Rowan would like a word with you.
Sorry to disturb you, Miss Williamson.
What is it?
We've had a complaint from Derek Lightfoot about someone making phone calls to his house.
Phone calls?
Well, you said you made a few calls before. We wondered if you tried to contact him again.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm not in the habit of making nuisance calls. I'm sorry, I don't understand any of this. Why is Derek saying he doesn't know me? Why is he being so mean?
Well, are you sure it was how you remember it was? Perhaps your memory's playing tricks on you.
I'm not making it up. We were lovers. I remember it all perfectly. Everything.
So how long were you actually seeing each other?
About 8 months.
8 months?
Yes. We were very much in love. And that's why I don't understand this. We were very happy together. But then there were problems and things started to fall apart.
What sort of problems?
Oh, it wasn't Derek's fault. Sorry. I just think I really need to have a rest now. It's been a very long day.
Nick, I'm sorry about last night. I completely forgot.
That's all right. How's your dad?
Still very cut up. I'm really worried about him.
Anything I can do?
Don't you think we've done enough?
What do you mean?
Well, we didn't exactly make things easy for them these last few months, did we? Falling out with Mum, probably making her more ill.
That wasn't our fault, Joe.
It's just that Dad's had a terrible time of it recently, and it's partly because of us. Look, I've got to go.
I'm afraid the family have fallen on hard times over the last few generations, which is why we're not quite as grand as we used to be.
So, what's happened to it all, Claude? All this land and the castles?
Death duties, things like that. It's been terrible. I mean, we've had to get rid of quite a few of the old heirlooms.
Oh, this is lovely, Claude.
Be a bit careful with that.
Oh, why?
Well, it's worth a few bobbies, that.
You're not going to tell us that's an heirloom.
I know, it's got a bit of history to it. It's been in the family for hundreds of years, this. I mean, it's been handed over, you know, down, like, you know, from father to son.
Is that on the side, Claude?
Well, that's a family crest of arms.
I thought I'd seen it in a hotel.
Len, have you got anyone to pass that on to?
Julie.
No, actually, she's got quite a point there, because, I mean, I probably ought to pass it on before I pass on myself. Look, I'll tell you what, if you'd like it, you know, I'd like you to have it. I mean, I don't want hope for it, like, you know, to be payment enough to know it's being kept in the family.
Kidding.
Well, only if it make you feel any better, you give me a couple of quid and I'll polish it up for you.
Thanks all the same, Claude. If you had any real nice family heirlooms, we'd pay good money, wouldn't we, love? But not that.
Well, do you know when he'll be back from the golf club? OK, yeah, I'll try again this afternoon. Thank you. Bye.
Who's that you're calling, Rowan?
Derek Lightfoot, Sarge. I just wanted to check out one or two things Miss Williamson told me last night.
Ashfordley Police Station.
She seems to know quite a lot about him as a young man.
I wouldn't go believing too much of that. While you've been tracking down Derek Lightfoot, I've been onto the station at Litchett Matravers checking the address that Miss Williamson gave us. Now, there's no one of that name living there.
It's Mrs. Lightfoot, Sarge. She's in a right state. There's been another incident up at the house.
Why are you doing this? I didn't vandalise their car. The whole thing's absurd. It's absurd. Why won't you believe me?
We'll talk about this down at the station, if you don't mind.
It's so beautiful. A real heirloom.
Were you? Hey, who'd this belong to, Claude?
Oh, the Earl of... Alfred. The Earl of Alfred, a nice man, you know. He's got quite a few bits, so he said he didn't mind me having one.
Oh!
You got more.
Hang on.
Oh, what do we owe for all this, Claude?
Well, since it's going to stay in the family, I'll do you a special deal. You can have it for 10 quid.
No worries. Listen, Claude, you couldn't get us something else a bit more grand, could you?
Well, I'll have a bit of a delve.
Good on you.
So where were you around lunchtime today?
At the church.
Did anyone see you there?
Yes, a young Australian couple. Something to do with the family tree.
And what time was it?
I don't know. Haven't got a watch. Yes, I must buy one. Can't manage without one.
Where is it you live, Miss Williamson?
At the guest house. You know that.
I know that's where you've been staying, but it's not your permanent address, is it? You gave me an address in Litchip Matravers.
Yes, that's right.
Well, we've made inquiries and we've discovered that nobody knows you there.
No, not now. It was my parents' house where I grew up.
So I'll ask you once more.
Nowhere. I don't have an address.
You must live somewhere.
I've been away for a long time.
Away where?
I haven't been well, but I am better now. They told me I was.
Where is it that you've been?
It's Moore Park. It's the psychiatric hospital. Now you'll think I'm unbalanced, and that's why I didn't want anybody to find out. Oh, please. Please. This whole thing is becoming a nightmare.
Well, I hate to tell you I told you so, but it's pretty obvious to me that Miss Williamson is not quite the full shilling. So get over to the hospital and see what they have to say about her.
We don't know that it was her who vandalised the car, Sarge.
Well, it's gone beyond that now, Rowan. She's admitted being obsessed with Derek Lightfoot. And we have a duty to protect members of the public. I'll organise a doctor. He can come and examine her.
You're not thinking of having her committed again, are you, Sarge?
Well, that's for the doctor to decide. But the way she's behaving at the moment, I don't think there's much doubt about the outcome.
Graham.
What?
You got this pile of rubbish?
I've never let you down, have I? Look at that.
It's seen better days, isn't it?
Of course it's seen better days. It's an antique. It's supposed to look like that. Just look at the patination on that there. Craftsmanship, workmanship. That is a genuine Victorian Davenport.
Yeah, all right. How much are you going to take off me?
20 quid.
20 quid? You're a bigger thief than I am. I'll give you 15.
It's 20 quid, Claude.
All right, seeing as it's you, I'll go to 17.
I'd rather chop it up. 20 quid or nothing.
All right, I'll give you 20.
Come on, I'm getting cold.
Yeah, hearted.
Yeah, she's been bothering a man in the village.
Susan?
Seems to have some sort of fixation with him.
I'm surprised.
She's done anything like this in the past?
No, not that I know of.
So why was she in here?
She had behavioural problems. Years ago.
What sort of problems?
Manic depression. When she was on a high, she could get a bit wild. These days, we'd probably just call her a free spirit. She came from a well-to-do family. She was probably an embarrassment to them.
She's got any family left?
Not that I know of. Her parents died years ago, and she was an only child. Who is this man she's been troubling? Derek Lightfoot?
You know him?
No, but she talked about him a lot. Said she wanted to look him up when she was released.
You said her family are well off?
Yes. The money's probably in a trust somewhere. That's the usual arrangement for wealthy patients.
Oh, it's a real beaut, Claude.
How much does his lordship want for it?
50 quid.
50?
Oh, that's probably a fair income Chipperfield or something.
I think you'll find that's a circus. No, it's a Davenport, but you see, it's Victorian and it's got a patination.
Right, whatever.
Oh, Len, I really want it.
Right you are, Claude. Listen, mate, we'll have to go into town, cash some more travellers' checks. Maybe we could meet you back at the pub later.
Yeah, all right. Well, whatever you like.
Afternoon, Claude.
Nick, what might you be wanting?
Well, I want to speak to Len and Julie, if that's all right with you.
They have to be a bit quick because they've got to go into town to do a bit of sightseeing.
What's this?
It's a Davenport, and it's legitimate and paid for, so there's no need for you to worry.
Yeah, it belonged to one of Mr. Greengrass's aristocratic relatives.
Really? I didn't know you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, Claude.
No, I'm a bit distant. I'll be seeing you then.
See you later. Well, g'day, Constable. What can we do for you?
Well, we've been questioning a woman about an incident earlier today. She says it was in the church around lunchtime.
Oh, yeah, that'll be Susan. Real nice lady. Few roos loose in the top paddock.
That sounds like her. Do you remember what time?
Yeah, it was just before 12:30. I remember because I was thinking of giving home a ring, but I realised it'd be too late at night.
Right, thank you.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly,
See you later, Alf.
I'm not half the girl I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why he had to go, I don't know. He wouldn't say.
Mrs. Lightfoot got back from her coffee morning just before 12:30, which is when she found the car.
Well, when did the Australians see Miss Williamson?
Well, a few minutes after 12:30.
Well, the church isn't far. She could have got there in time.
Well, only if she was very quick. Anyway, the doctor reckons Susan's over her problems.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he also said that she spoke of Derek Lightfoot while she was staying there. They must have known each other, Sarge.
Unless she's harboured this fantasy for years.
Well, what if Derek Lightfoot's been lying? Maybe he's got a reason for pretending he never knew her.
Such as?
Well, apparently, Susan's a very wealthy woman.
Now, you be careful, Rowan. Your speculations are based on very flimsy evidence.
No, look, Sarge. Check with the hardware store, the garage, everywhere. Nobody answering Susan Williamson's description bought any acid in the last few days.
Oh, she'd have to have got it from somewhere.
Well, maybe she found it at the Lightfoots, if she was snooping around there.
Right, Rowan. Let's go up there and have a look around, shall we? There's still a few more loose ends to be tied up, sir.
The woman's been in a mental hospital, Sergeant. How much more proof do you need?
Well, we're trying to find out where Miss Williamson might have got a hold of the acid.
We wondered if she might have found it here. Battery acid, perhaps.
Possibly. There might be some in the garage, I think.
Well, could P.C. Rowan take a look, Mrs. Lightfoot?
Is this really necessary, Sergeant? We've been the victims of this woman. I really do object to this further intrusion.
Are you quite sure you've never met Susan Williamson, sir?
Yes. How many more times have I got to tell you?
What's this?
Rubbish extract. That's it. I knew I'd seen it. Mind your hands.
Oh, why didn't you just get her committed, Sergeant? The blessed woman should be locked up immediately.
We found these in your garage, sir.
Yes, I spilled some acid on them. They weren't worth keeping.
But it's your new suit.
When did it happen, sir?
A few days ago, I don't remember.
But Derek, you were wearing these this morning.
Where were you at 12:30 today, sir?
Well, you're surely not suggesting I vandalized my wife's car. That is preposterous.
Could you just tell us where you were, sir?
Yes, I was at work, of course, at the office.
I phoned your office, sir. Your secretary said you weren't there.
Yes, that's because I had a business lunch.
She said you were playing golf.
No. No, I was, oh, I don't remember. I have been very busy recently.
Did you vandalize the car, sir?
No, that is absolutely absurd.
I must warn you. We'll be checking everything you've told us, every detail, as well as initiating an immediate forensic examination of these.
I shall really miss those Aussies when they go home, you know.
You'll miss the money more like. Where are they anyway, Claude?
That's a point. They should have been here about half an hour ago.
We had a relationship years ago. And then Susan became ill. When she went into hospital, I agreed to take care of her investments, all her stocks, shares.
And?
When the business was going through a rough patch, I borrowed a little, just to tide us over.
How much?
£500.
500?
Was that all you borrowed?
To begin with, yes. But the business didn't recover.
So you kept taking more?
No, I am going to pay her back. But you see, I thought she'd spend the rest of her life in hospital. So I'd have plenty of time.
How much did you borrow in total, sir?
Not sure. Perhaps 5,000?
How could you? Oh, poor woman.
Jean,
The one thing I thought you were good at was making money. But it was her money all the time. Did she pay for all this too? All the presents you bought for me?
Jean, listen to me.
Oh, I've heard enough, Derek.
I was going to pay it all back.
Hi, Meg.
Hello, Claude.
Hey, you've not seen those Australian relatives of mine knocking about anywhere, have you?
Oh, they've gone. I saw them driving off a couple of hours back.
No, they were just going to change some money then.
It didn't look like it. They seemed pretty loaded up to me. They had an old table or something on the roof.
Thieving swines.
What? What's happened, Claude?
They've done a bunk with me Davenport.
Derek? He did it?
Yeah, there is something else. I'm afraid it might come as a bit of a shock. He was supposed to be looking after some money you'd inherited, wasn't he?
Yes. Quite a lot of money.
Looks like he's been taking some for himself.
I sort of guessed that.
You knew?
Well, I used to check the share prices in the newspapers. There wasn't much else to do in hospital. And they always seemed to be doing better than Derek said. But what do I care? I've got plenty. If he was short, I was happy to help him out.
Susan, I'm sorry. I can't explain. It was just cash flow problems, that's all.
I don't care about the money, Derek. You know me better than that. I can't believe you wanted to have me locked up again just when I'd got my life back. How could you do that? I never wanted anything from you. All I ever wanted was your friendship.
Will you be all right?
Yes. You know, when I see Derek, I think I'm still in love with him. Fool that I am. Cheerio, Constable. I hope you'll be luckier in love than I've been.
Oh, I left you some then.
Yep, it's all here. Money for the room plus a tip.
Are you sure they didn't leave my 50 quid?
Afraid not, Claude.
You can trust nobody.
Suppose we shouldn't be that surprised.
Why?
Well, didn't Len tell you? His great-great-granddad was a convict. That's how the family ended up in Australia. He got sent out there for sheep rustling.
You what?
You know, up until this evening, it almost seemed too good to be true that they were related, but now I'm really beginning to see it.
Yeah, me and all. There is a resemblance.
It's something to do with the length of the nose.
Yeah, you two are getting up mine, so you better buy me a drink.
Should we leave it to show Daddy?
Yeah.
I'm glad you came over today, Joe. So am I. Seems like ages since I've been round.
Hello. Didn't expect to see you here.
Look what Katie's done for you.
Oh, that's great.
Time for your bath. Come on.
I'll come and read you a story in a minute. Okay.
Off we go.
Nick, I want to apologise
What for?
for being such a misery these last few days. I felt so bad about Mum, and well, I've taken it out on you, and I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I've had enough arguments, enough rows.
We carry on like this, people don't think we're married already. So maybe we should just get on with it. Save confusion.
Yeah, maybe we should.